Long ago in China, there was a farmer, and the farmer's name was Yan. And Yan, he was a very good farmer. He worked hard every single day. And he was a very good person. He was very kind-hearted, always willing to help others. The only problem was Jan was very, very poor. He was so poor that he didn't even have his own farm. Instead, he had to work for a very rich man named ZT. And ZT was not a nice man. Oh no, he was very greedy. He was very mean, very selfish. He made Jan work very, very hard every day. And he only paid him but a tiny little bit of money. But it was the only work Jan could find. So he had to work for ZT. And one day ZT says, Jan, you go into the forest and you chop wood for my fire. So here's poor Jan. He lives in a little hut with holes in the thatched roof, ragged clothes, and he's chopping wood so ZT in his big fancy house with all his warm clothes can have a fire. But it's his job. So Jan is chopping, until finally he's tired. And he lies down on his back, and he's going to take just a little rest. He puts his hands on his chest, and he closes his eyes. And as soon as he closed his eyes, from up above he heard, ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ah. It was a band of monkeys swinging through the trees. Jan, he decided to lie very still, not move a muscle, and see what the monkeys would do. And the monkeys, they stopped right over where Jan was down on the ground, and they looked and they said, is that a man? Or is that a statue? Jan lay very still. The monkeys dropped down a few branches. Is that a man? Is it a statue? Jan lay still. Pretty soon the monkeys were sitting on the ground all around Jan. Is this a man? Is this a statue? One of the monkeys took its finger and stuck it in Jan's ear. And he didn't move. Oh yeah, it's a statue, it's a statue. One of the monkeys took its finger and stuck it in Jan's mouth. And he didn't move. Oh yeah, it's a statue, it's a statue. One of the monkeys took its finger and stuck it up Jan's nose. And he didn't move. Oh, it's a statue. It's a little dirty, but it's a statue. But then one of the monkeys took its paw and slapped it on Jan's belly so hard he made a little sound like this. Oh! Oh, said the monkeys, do it again, do it again. Oh! Oh, said the monkeys, it's not a statue, it's a drum. It's a big man drum. So now one monkey is keeping the beat and all the other ones are singing. Oh, oh, we got a big man drum. Oh, oh, we got a big man drum. The monkeys were so excited. They were going to take the big man drum home to their cave so they could dance all night. And Jan, he's gone along for the ride. He's got himself still, his eyes not open. The monkeys, they pick him straight up off the ground and they go through the forest like this. Ooh, ooh, we got a big man drum. Ooh, ooh, we got a big man drum. And they come to the edge of the forest, where the land dropped 1,000 feet down to a rushing river far below. And the monkeys had made a bridge out of vines, a swaying bridge across to the other side. So now the monkeys get out on the bridge going, ooh, ooh, don't drop our big man drum. Ooh, ooh, don't drop our big man drum. And they got to the other side. And they took Jan and they took him into their cave and they lay him down on the ground. He's lying still. And the monkeys look and they say, you know, we should make our big man drum beautiful. So the monkeys went outside and they picked big bunches of flowers, and with paws full of flowers, they came back and they put flowers by his head, and flowers by his belly, and flowers by his feet. Ah, he's very beautiful. Oh, we should make 'em even more beautiful. And the monkeys went down into the secret hiding place in their cave. And they came back with paws full of treasure. Treasure, gold, jewels. They put treasure up by his head, and treasure by his belly, and treasure by his feet. Oh, look, oh, Pigman Drum is so beautiful. So now Monkey one sat on Jan's belly and keeping a beat, and all the other monkeys are dancing round and round him. Oh, oh, we got a Pigman Drum. Oh, oh, we got a Pigman Drum. The monkeys danced for hours until finally they were tired and they curled up in the corner and they went to sleep. Ah, ah. As soon as the monkeys were asleep, Jan opened his eyes and he looked around and he saw the monkeys sleeping in the corner. And then he looked down and he saw the treasure. So he took the gold and the jewels and he stuck them inside his raggedy shirt. And he tiptoed out of the cave and across the bridge of swaying vines and through the forest and all the way back home. And the next morning he took some of that treasure and he went and he bought his own farm so he didn't have to work for ZT anymore. And that would have been the end of the story, except for one thing. ZT heard about all this and he said, Jan has his own farm now. Where did he get the money to buy a farm like that? I'm going to find out. So ZT goes up and he knocks on Jan's new farmhouse door. Tunk, tunk, tunk. Oh, ZT, Jan. Oh, my, friend. This is a wonderful farm you have here. Where did you get the riches to buy it? Now, Jan was a very honest soul. He didn't want to lie, so he told ZT. He said, I went into the forest and I lay down very still and I didn't move and the monkeys brought me treasure. Treasure? Did you say treasure? I'll see you later. And ZT ran back home. And that night he sat up late sewing a big bag. He's going to hold all the treasure he's going to get from the monkeys. And the next day he goes into the woods and he lies down holding the bag going, treasure, treasure, I'm going to get treasure. And he hears the monkeys coming through the trees. Ooh, 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 ah. So he lay very still. And the monkeys, they look down from the branches and they go, oh, look, it's our Pigman Drum. You see, they'd woken up that morning and they were so sad he was gone, but oh yeah, he's back, he's back. So they all got down around ZT, and one of the monkeys took its paw and slapped on ZT's belly, but ZT didn't like it very much, so it sounded like this. Ah! Ooh, our Pigman Drum doesn't sound so good today. Oh, bring him back home and tune him up. So they picked him up and one's keeping the beat. We got a Pigman Drum. We got a Pigman Drum. And they carried ZT through the woods until they came to the edge of the forest where the land dropped 1,000 feet down to the rushing river far below. And they got out on the bridge of swaying vines. Ooh, ooh, don't drop our Pigman Drum. Ooh, ooh. And they got out to the middle and the bridge is swaying back and forth. And ZT, he's feeling the bridge swaying and he opens his eyes and he looks down and he goes, ah, don't drop me. And the monkeys go, wow, it's alive. Whoops. Bye. Bye-bye. That was the end of ZT. No one ever saw him again. And as for Jan, he took the rest of that treasure and he shared it with all his friends so they would always have enough to eat. And as for those monkeys, they never found another Pigman Drum. But sometimes at night, they'll sit in a circle in their cave and they'll look at each other and they'll go, ooh, ooh, we had a Pigman Drum. Ooh, ooh, we had a Pigman Drum. And that's how the story goes.